Today I'm going to be doing the rounds with heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua. How are you doing, Anthony, in isolation?
All is well, thank you very much. Just taking time out for myself, my family, and trying to stick to the guidelines. And that's about it, honestly. There's not much else I can say I've been up to.
You had a very different background on your Zoom there a minute ago when you joined us.
I've actually been trying out the settings and I can actually change my... Can I show you quickly?
Yeah, do it.
Let me show you what we got. Let's see.
Yeah.
How'd you like that?
No, what was the other one? There we go.
How'd you like that? Can you see it?
You've actually gone. Where have you gone?
Where
have you gone?
3, 2, 1 sec. There we go.
That's
Right, let me get the normal one back.
Someone's been working out in isolation. So you ready for this?
I'm looking forward to it.
6 3-minute rounds. The idea is that you answer as many questions as you can in those 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Yep.
First round is life before boxing. Let's go. What's your earliest boxing memory?
I remember cruising to the gym. I had my Vauxhall Astra. Life was good. I was 18 years old. I could fight, that was for sure. So I thought boxing, gonna be easy. Get there, worked out. Leaving the gym, I had a headache. I remember my cousin having to drive home now. I was in the passenger like this. I remember like pulling over about 4 times, throwing up. And that really showed me, if I want to do this boxing thing, I've really got to take it serious.
That was the moment you thought, you know what? Yeah, I love this. Throwing up on the side of the road. This is the dream.
It showed me how unhealthy I was. You know, that's when I realized I need to conduct my lifestyle a bit differently.
Were you teacher's pet or class clown?
Look, if I'm going to be honest, I was a bit of a class clown, Jack the lad. But on the other hand, you know, having good character and having good morals like good morning, miss, or thank you, got me out of a lot of trouble.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
When I was younger, like let's say like 6 years old, I was always thinking about being a policeman or a fireman because in my eyes, they were like the epitome of authority, like power and control. And, you know, that's what everyone yearns for. A baby cries for milk because they want the power. Or I just saw that I wanted power at a young age. And I just thought, you know, I want to be a policeman or a fireman or something like that.
What was your happiest childhood memory?
My happiest childhood memory, I'd say growing up on the estate where I would live in one house. My auntie would live 2 minutes down the road. My uncle would live another 5 minutes down the road. So around the estate, it was our family and we was like well regarded and people loved being around us and stuff. So I really like that family unit growing up.
Who did you idolize when you were younger?
That's a good question. I would say I kind of idolized like Fresh Prince. Growing up watching like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he was like the cool guy.
Great series.
Yeah, it's just, you know, like
I've been watching it in lockdown.
Have you? So I watch it and I always think, you know, like they could make a royal family one with like Prince Harry being like Will Smith and, you know, Prince William being like Carlton Banks and stuff like that. They could rerun it, but no, he was like the idol, the cool guy, educated, funny, you know, Jack the lad and stuff. So I really loved Will Smith.
What food was on the Joshua table when you were younger, when you were a kid?
Growing up?
Yeah.
A lot of African style Nigerian cuisines, which is like rice, pounded jam, because, you know, that was like the heritage. So yeah, I grew up around a lot of that food growing up, you know, a lot of cultural Nigerian food.
What about childhood regrets? Running out of
Childhood
time.
Childhood regrets, none. Life was good, no stress. And, you know, if I could go back, I definitely would.
Wouldn't we all? I'd love to
Wouldn't
go
we
back.
all?
Yeah. Right.
So I'm always trying to keep young.
Yeah.
Always.
Right, moving on to round 2. This is your boxing career. Career highlights so far for you?
Career highlights for me would be, you know, Ruiz 2 in Saudi Arabia. You know, I had a tough year before. I had a tough fight before that fight. So reclaiming what once was mine was a career highlight.
So that's the highlight. What about the low light? Is that
the low light was actually, the fight before.
Yeah. Favorite boxing venue?
Wembley.
Favorite fight of yours?
Favorite fight of mine would probably be the Klitschko fight, actually.
What's the last thing you do before you ring walk?
Just check myself, little, like there ain't no turning back now, champ. This is it. You come this far, it's not time to get scared. It ain't time to fold under pressure. It's time to absorb it and rise to the occasion. And that's it's like a mental check, like I belong here.
Who's your biggest critic?
The man in the mirror, actually, that's myself.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, honestly, searching for perfection.
What about dream matchup so far for you in your career? What's been the one that's been the sweetest?
The one that's been the sweetest for me so far would be getting that victory over Dylan White years back. I know, look, I'm always going to hold on to that, but it was really like a North London versus South London, two like rivals coming together, and it meant a lot.
That was an awesome fight. Who's your best friend in boxing?
I'll say Rob McCracken. Trusted guy as well. Trust is important, but yeah, Rob McCracken as a friend and as someone I can trust. He's a good guy.
Are you nerves or supreme confidence before a fight?
Always that supreme confidence. Just checking myself. Like, I belong here. I'm the champ. I ain't folding under pressure. That's the supreme confidence, and I speak it into existence. What I'm gonna do. So like with Ruiz, I said I'm gonna box. I'm gonna flow. And that was kind of the mindset. So I just speak what I want into existence.
We've literally got 10 seconds left, but who has the final say in terms of, is it Freddie Cunningham, management, or is it promoter Eddie Hearn? Who has final say?
Management. 258 management, Freddie Cunningham.
Right answer. Right, round 3. Life after boxing. Okay. Fame or fortune for you?
For me personally, I don't know about anyone else, but I'm going for fortune.
Fighter or management?
In what sense when you say fighter or management?
As in, are you going to stay in the fight game, or are you going to move? Are you obviously in this management business?
Okay. I would love to manage fighters. Look, this world is cruel, it's tough, and honestly, people do need guidance. A lot of athletes, especially from the boxing industry, maybe have lack of good influences around them. So I'd love to help support fighters. So yeah, I'd say more management.
What piece of advice would you give to your younger self?
Oh, man, to my younger self, maybe just, find a good woman, settle down, someone who can keep my mind focused. So I'm not out running around doing reckless stuff, just chill. But I've done that anyway. I've been dedicated. I've sacrificed a lot of fun. But if I was a younger guy, I'd say maybe who knows how far I would have gone with a woman, by my side. So who knows?
What about your boxing bucket list? What have you got to tick off before you retire?
Well, I've got to become undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. And I feel like I'm just, sorry?
What about opponents as well? Who do you want to fight? Have you got a tick list?
Okay, Usyk, Wilder, Fury, Ortiz. Usyk, Wilder, Fury, Ortiz. Who else? I think that's probably majority. Adam Kowanocci, Jarrell Miller. That's 6 names.
Are you going to stay in the limelight, do you think? Or are you going to move away from the spotlight?
I think I want to stay in the limelight because I work hard to be respected, and I want to stay connected. I don't just want to be here for now and take everything and then just say, all right, guys, see you later. Leave me alone now.
But do you enjoy the attention? Do you enjoy the fame?
See, with me, right, I'm a people's person. I've never really lost connection with where I grew up, with the people that I've met along the way, and with the people that I'm still connected with now. So I feel like I'm just well known just for being connected with a lot of people as I've grown up. So I don't really see it as fame. So yeah, I just feel like I'm always going to be probably well connected and well respected, and I think that's what fame is.
What about your legacy? What do you want that to be?
In terms of my legacy, I feel Legacy, what do I want that to be? Just so, okay, so the boxing stereotype is, oh, Anthony, boxer, dumb, not educated at all, can't conduct himself, made a lot of bad decisions, and I want to do the complete opposite. Educated, made a lot of the right decisions, handled himself well, family man, made a few mistakes, but owned up to them and corrected them, and just be well respected as an overall man.
It's also cool being human, Anthony.
This is what I'm saying. Like, that's why I say with fame, it's like, you're not supposed to be human. Like, everything you do is supposed to be perfect. And I'm like, that's not real. I just want to be human and be a respected human for my mistakes and my good things.
Right, let's move on to round 4, your personal life. Delving deep into this one. Right, what is your biggest achievement outside of boxing for you?
My biggest achievement outside of boxing, I would say, is honestly, is probably like two things, like giving up smoking when I was younger and educating myself. Because remember, I got to sit amongst privately schooled, educated kids, families that have been in private school for years, and I'm this young kid that come into boxing and I'm negotiating with these people. So to be able to conduct myself amongst some of the leading brains in this country, I think that's a real achievement.
What scares you? What's your biggest fear?
Something that scares me, I would say, is like, the fear of death. I know it's going to happen, but how? So I always think about, okay, cool, I know it's going to happen. How is something I can't control, but I think of that. Like with all the coronavirus going around and stuff like that, it's worrying. And then the other thing about death is like, what have I done while I'm here? So we're all going to die. So you have to ask yourself the question, what will be my legacy? So yeah, that's one of my biggest fears.
What's your pet peeve? What really grinds your gears?
Just like people that just think of themselves, come in the house and, I don't know, just like eat food and don't put the plate in the sink. Because they just think of themselves like, eat, that was nice. Oh, I want to go and watch TV now. Watch TV, don't think about anyone else. Don't think about the mess that they've left behind them. After watching TV, don't turn off the TV. Go somewhere else. Use a toilet. Don't lift up the seat. I hate that. You've got to be thinking of other people. Yeah, you've got to think of other people, I think. I think it's important. So they're one of my...
how many people up and down the country are going to be watching this going, that is my household right now?
Clipping their little boys around here, like, listening.
Yeah.
But the reason why, quickly,
yeah.
the reason why is because I think that if you can conduct yourself in good fashion, around the house and just like put your plate in the sink or just make your bed, I feel that you can take on the world. Like, you can handle the pressures of the world. If you can't handle the pressures of washing your plate or, tidying your room, then how are you going to handle the pressure of, becoming champion or fighting for your success? So that's why those things annoy me.
Absolutely. Nightclub or Netflix?
Netflix.
One thing that people don't know about you?
One thing that people don't know about me, I still got a lot of friends that you don't see their face on the internet because they don't like to show their faces.
Mysterious. Final one. Very quick. You've got 3 seconds. Who was the last person you called?
The Zone.
Always business, Anthony Joshua. Always business. I want something juicy.
You want something juicy?
Last person you call, I don't know. Right, moving on. Round 5. This is fantasy round. Okay, let's go. Fantasy fight. Who against? Who with?
Fantasy fight for me would be against Lennox Lewis, Wembley Stadium, best of Britain. Let's get it cracking.
Great fight that would be. Dream occupation. If you could be anything in the world, what would it be?
I'm living my dream. I'm fighting my way through life. I'm loving it. But if it wasn't for this, I might be I don't know. It's a great question. Maybe work for the Bank of England.
Funny.
I'm like, you, Anna,
Yeah,
some money.
Send us them. If you could have, right, here's one. If you could have a superpower for 24 hours, what would that superpower be?
My superpower will probably be to make this right hand more powerful than it is and knock Tyson Fury out within 24 hours.
That'd be a superpower. Nothing like
Yeah.
invisible for a day.
Okay. It will be, I'll be able to read your thoughts. So when you're looking at me thinking, Anthony, just shut up and answer the question, I'll actually be able to read you thinking that.
You read my mind. Do you know what? I think that could be quite dangerous though. You'd end up finding out stuff about people that they're thinking about. You just wouldn't want to know.
Exactly. So it is dangerous.
What about dream holiday destination? If you go anywhere in the world right now, where would it be?
I'm loving the UK right now. It's like being in the countryside. It's just peaceful, but you know, obviously we have a pandemic, and UK's a, you know, London, outside of London is a very fast moving place. But holiday, I would say Jamaica. Okay,
if you had a dinner party and you had to invite 3 guests, anyone in the world, who would you invite?
Anyone in the world.
To the table?
Anyone in the world, I'll probably invite the Queen Elizabeth.
You'd have to really watch your manners, wouldn't you? Like, just constantly watching what you're doing.
Do you know what it is? I've been watching The Crown recently.
Yes. Great.
Yeah, so I think she's a really good, well, the person who played her was really good. So, you know, she's an interesting character. I would invite maybe, who else would I invite? Marcus Garvey and Akala.
Any room for Eddie Hearn or Freddie?
Eddie Hearn will probably get in there somewhere.
You'd be able to hear him first before you saw him, wouldn't you? Who would play you? You've got about 15 seconds. Who would play you in a film?
For me personally, I would like Denzel Washington.
Great choice. Brilliant choice.
Thank you very much.
Right, moving on to the final round now. This is all about isolation. Obviously, we are in lockdown right now.
Yeah.
So if you could have one dish to eat over and over and over again, what would it be?
One dish to eat over and over again, I probably would say I'd love a bit of, you know, rice, some coleslaw, some peas, some little bit of stew, some plantain, and some nice seasoned chicken. Glass of fresh squeezed orange juice, got to get the vitamin C in, and some nice cold distilled water. Are
you cooking this?
If we're asking for a majority, yes, I will cook it. Whether it tastes good is another question, but I'm actually a lot better at eating than I am cooking.
That's what I was about to say. Who does the cooking in your house? Is it cooking or takeaway?
Cooking, fresh food. I've got, like, you know, my family, they take good care of me, and they cook some mean dishes.
One song, we're moving on. One song. On repeat.
I would say it's called, the artist is Tamaya, and it's called I Can't Kill Myself.
Okay, if you could pick one boxing hero to lock down with in isolation, who would it be?
Probably, I don't know. None. Clarissa Shields. Yeah. It's a sparring.
Right. Okay, aside from boxing, who would be your dream person to isolate with?
Who would be me? I'm cool. I'm cool on my own. You know, I don't really need much.
On your own? You could have anyone in the world, and you choose yourself.
Oh, anyone? It's not just boxing.
No, anyone.
Oh, I didn't say that. I don't know. I'm not going to give you the answer. I'll give it to you after the
House Party, you know, the app, the thing?
Yeah.
Or Zoom. Which one are you?
I'm Zoom.
Who's on your Zoom list?
You, Sky, Freddie, 258 Management, Eddie. You know what? When I actually talk to you, I realize how boring my life is.
Do you know what? We've run out of time, but you're kind of, everyone in the world thinks this is the coolest man and everything. And you're just going, yeah, just I'd isolate myself and I don't have anyone to talk to.
Oh, yeah, it's depressing. It's actually depressing, you know. But yeah, it's all part of the bigger picture and the wider goal. you know. So once I get there, the real party AJ will come back to life.
Good to hear. It's been lovely doing the rounds. What's the one thing, we've run out of time, but what's the one thing you're going to take away from this strange period that everyone's sort of in at the moment? What are you going to take away from it?
To appreciate our key workers a bit more. I think that's important to not overlook. You know, so sometimes we look at the outer layer of a car and we think, oh, that car is beautiful, but we tend to not look at the smaller nuts and bolts that are holding everything together. So I think that we have to look at our key workers and just acknowledge them and appreciate them a bit more. And you know, like one, I think what we should move on from this is dedicate a day in the week or on the weekend to isolating, but giving thanks to our key workers type of thing. You know, a day of remembrance for the people that helped us through this pandemic.
Absolutely, well said. Enjoy
what would
your
you take away?
What would I? Same thing. Do you know what?
Same type of thing, yeah.
For me, it's just appreciating everything that you had, and
yeah,
it's just the simple things, isn't it, in life that I think everyone's kind of realizing that you don't need a great deal. You can just be around family, friends, and communicate and have, yeah.
I agree.
Saying what, you stay safe and well.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your own company. What background are we going to finish on?
Will you give me 1 sec?
Yeah, go on.
Give me 1 sec.
Make it good. Oh God, what's coming? I'm actually quite nervous. Oh.
That's a young AJ right there, you see?
Yes.
A young AJ right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe. Bye.
God bless. Take care. Peace.